is that understanding that the cloud is much more like a graph or a map of resources and not really like a table for finance and that's it. And that things really have a lot of interactions within them, and that it's kind of alive a lot more than people think with how things are constantly being deployed and evolved, and you need to take that like shift left approach and correlate that with what engineers are doing. And I think that really is why also we're seeing a lot of the trends you're currently mentioning of like pushing things more and more to the engineers, getting them involved and getting them to take actions. And I think that's also when you see a lot of the problems that used to happen in cybersecurity also becoming a real problem within FinOps. So I think like the most common problem people talk about in cybersecurity is like the noise of alerts and the fact that there are many things that are irrelevant. All of the tools throw you like a million ticket and you don't really know what to do. And I think recently you see those same trends, especially when engineers are the one facing those tickets in FinOps as well, where people are saying, there are too many anomalies, there are too many recommendation opportunities, what can I do, how can I prioritize, does it make sense, is it a false positive, etc. I think a lot of the cybersecurity mindset is also about like, what are the good tricks to look at that and find kind of the needle in the haystack, or to find the interesting thing within like the noise of these alerts. And that's also like a lot of our focus as well using AI actually, because AI is incredibly good at like smelling what's not good enough. Like let's say you had an anomaly. It's really hard if you're just using like a forecast model to look at, let's say, a cost that happened, let's say a marketplace purchase. So you bought through a marketplace some tool. It obviously looks like an alert. Any tool is going to say that's an alert. But using AI, if you bring the context of that to an AI layer, it easily can tell you that it's not something that's really problematic, but probably like something that the business is doing and is not like something that you should open an urgent issue on, although it's like 100K of new spend on a day, because it relates to a marketplace, it relates to a vendor. So contextualizing those things is actually like another extra layer of both reducing noise, both compressing things, so looking at many like unrelated alerts and combining them to one like big incident that have all of that context together, but also to make those alerts or incidents or recommendations much more actionable by the people getting them and routing them to the right person. And I think that's like definitely a lesson learned from security, and you can see that in many security tools as well today.